Alright, let's do a mic check. Check, check. We're gonna do a little of my Sosnovka on hard until we get some people in here, and then I'm gonna start up a new map on normal just to let some people get in here first, and so that they can know how to. I've had some people ask me about it, so I have a high demand for wood chips. Right now on my map. Just a little bit of this on my map, and then we're gonna do oh snap. And I'm gonna show how to start out on normal. How I would start out if I was gonna run it on normal. It won't take that long. I did it earlier today and it didn't take me long at all. I had mostly what I needed to get a really good start before I even did my first harvest. Or planted my first harvest. Hey Beef, what's up? What's up there, redneck? I'm just trying to work on my high demand I've got for wood chips. Probably not gonna finish it until after I do the normal thing. Yeah. Hey, what's up? You can hear me alright, right? Okay. How you doing, Beef? Doing alright? Oh, that was Buggy. Buggy Freak, what's up, man? Cool. How you doing? Both of you got the same color. I never liked doing wood chips. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I changed it up. Like, I used to drive this around to the trees, and then, I showed it a couple days ago. I showed a buddy of mine, Death Metal there, and how I would do them, and I've changed it up since then. Since I started doing this for this high demand, and I have I got 5 hours left. It's about to be 4, but basically I cut the tree down, and then I go grab it with my telehandler, and I lay it right on this bed, this little tray. And then when I start it up, it just automatically starts feeding it into the chipper. And like all I've got to do is just take that arm, and every now and again, yes, sometimes they get real funky and they go sideways and they might pop out, but a lot of times they just go straight in without any problems. So yeah. Crazy, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, I just, I'll show you one real quick, and then I want to, I had somebody talk to me about doing normal today, like they had these questions, and I had said about selling tractors on Westbridge and selling the cultivator, or the harvester, and they had done this on this map, and they had ran out of money on normal. So I don't remember. I might have said yes, do that on this map, but I don't remember saying that. But I wanted to, just either way, I wanted to do a little bit on a normal map. I did it earlier today, and it only took me let's see, how's this, I did the harvest that it gave you, and I had a new tractor, I want to get this right. I had a new tractor and the batter stat, and I still had $60,000, if that's right. And so I'm gonna show that partially. I don't know that I'm gonna plant a harvest, but I'm gonna show how, I would run normal if I was gonna first start it out. And it doesn't take that long, trust me. So I just wanted to show somebody that, and maybe help them out a little bit. And I don't know if this is gonna work either. I got most of these trees cleared. This is a big old tree, man. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it up on that. I just want to get it up on the stand, and then I can cut it. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. You know what? I'm not even gonna chance it, because it's just gonna give me a hassle. And I don't want to do all that mess. It's already giving me a hassle. Alright. We will let her go. Make sure she's going to stay right here. Yes, are you? Yes, you are. Alright. We're going to cut this. This is a big one, so cut this one right here. I'm doing excellent, Crazy. Thank you for asking. Death Metal, what up? Death Metal in the house. Death Metal in the house. Yeah, I didn't grab that tree in the right spot. But it's all good. But instead of like backing up and looking at, getting to the tree and getting it lined up with the chipper and, doing all that jazz, I just take my little telehandler, man, and grab this thing, and then just like, get up top. And I've done a lot longer trees. Like, I could have done this one. It's just, it was, I grabbed it in the wrong spot. So you basically, you can just set it down and then just let the little hook thing come out, easily. But it's set down easy. And the bigger the trees, you want it to be, right there. And then just pick, don't do it. Did it fall off the tray? It did. Oh, I moved that thing just ever so slightly. Did not mean to do that. Alright, hold on a second. My bad. Alright, there we go. It normally goes like that the first time. So, cutting trees like a boss. Yeah, I hear you, bro. What? You're in a C-class lobby with R, A, S, and B-class cars? What? Dead zone? What? What? What are you talking about? That's crazy. So it's already on the tray, right? So when you turn this thing on, you've already gotten it closer. And the angle that it is, it's really not on there. Actually, I didn't even touch it. I don't think I touched it. But you get that little pitch in it, right? So, you know, you just got to bring your little deal up here. Not knock it out. And maybe twist it a little bit to get it in there. And it probably falls out. Hey, you know, it happens. It happens, I'm telling you. But I don't like doing it like, in any sort of a rush, man, or, you know, anything like that. It makes it so much harder to do chipping and stuff, but usually it just grabs it, feeds it right up in there. You might have to twist it every now and again or whatnot, but this is pretty much what I've been doing for the most part today. And really, holy cow. I'll send you some messages, dude. Don't worry about it, redneck. Now my controller doesn't connect to my Xbox even after hard reset. What? What is going on, dude? Are you serious? Wow. It's gone crazy. Hey, Booch, please keep it to English. I really want to be able to talk to you, man, so please speak English. Or type English, I should say, so I can talk back to you. I really like to, man. Welcome to the stream. How do you adjust the direction of the pop-out arm on the wood chipper? The direction? It shows you in the, like, I don't use the cheat box because I've been doing it for a while. So, but yeah, this is holding in both the left bumper and the right bumper and moving your right thumbstick, right? And this is holding in the left bumper and moving your left thumb or your right thumbstick up and down. And this is moving it left and right. Let me see. I think you're talking about out. Is holding the right bumper and moving it towards the left and towards the right, extends it, and then holding both spins it, and then pushing up while holding both bumpers closes it, and pulling down opens it. But it's all in your little cheat box thing, your little help box that you can have up right here, you know, automatic help. All those positions are in there. So, yeah. Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, twist it a little bit to get in there and then it falls out. Yeah, I mean, they're tricky, dude. There is no, like, you know, they're just, there's a reason why you get so much money. You know what? I'm gonna go take this back now that I'm thinking about it. You know, wood chips don't really go down in price. and they're pretty high. Like they're as much as canola. Not as high as silage, but and you know it doesn't really matter when you deliver them when you know because they don't go down that much. But like I have a high demand, so they're $300 more a ton than they normally are. So you're talking about the crane. The pop out arm on this crane right here. Right? Oh, you mean the pipe, dude. The pipe? The pipe. Oh, you're not talking about the crane. I'm sorry. The pipe. Hold it and hit the Y button. Hold the left bumper and hit the Y button. And the pipe automatically comes out. Hold the left bumper, hit the Y button, and it comes back down. Just like that. Sorry about that there, Bowler David. My bad, dude. My bad. I was reading too fast. Sorry. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome back. How you doing? Did he? A Holden tune, huh? Well, that's cool. I gotta turn my TV up. I can't even hear what I'm doing. Alright. Yeah, your left bumper and your Y will move that out. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you put it down like this, you better remember to bring it back out again. Because that thing will start chipping and it'll blow it right into the ground. I did that earlier. I had a huge tree on there and it just, I forgot. I did this little trip right here and I completely forgot to put it back out. So yeah, don't do that. And I love this now where, man, this is so awesome. That's one thing I love about this map. With the sugar beets and the potatoes and the wood chips, dude, you can pull right through. You don't have to back in because like at Westbridge or Bjornholm, it was in a barn, you know, and you couldn't pull through. So that's awesome. So I already have a truck staged and waiting with 110,000 pounds. And then I have, right now I have 96,000 right here. So I just figured I'd keep going until it got, You're welcome there, David. You're welcome, man. No problem. Sorry about the confusion on my end. My bad. Yeah, once you get going and like when I'm talking and stuff, I'm messing up, but once you get in a rhythm with it and you can, like I took down 15 trees earlier, man, and just setting them up there and ripping them out. But you have to be in the tractor to get it to work. It's a PTO, so you have to be in the tractor. It would be cool if you could leave it on and then just set it on that belt drive and, it would feed it right in. That would be awesome, but you can't do that, so. But I'm going to park this up here, and seeing how we got a few people in here tonight, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this on normal for two reasons. Not this map. You can't change it once you set it. But I'm going to, I should have just put that other little piece in there. I was at 92%. I don't think that would have went over 100. For the reason that I have it on when I upload it to YouTube, anybody has any questions, I can just say I've already set up a farm really quick on normal with what they give you, and this is how I would do it. It doesn't take just a little bit of time, maybe 20, maybe 30 minutes. That's it, and we'll come right back here, and I don't know. We'll do a little bit more of this, and maybe we'll. Hello, get back up there. Thank you. Maybe we'll. I don't know what we're gonna harvest. Maybe we'll harvest sugar beets. I got the sugar beet harvester. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Is that right? Is that right? Alright, we're going to show this real quick. So let's back out of here. Save game. Yes, I want to override it. Continue it. Ba 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 ba. Whoops. I want to quit. Yes, I want to quit. Multiplayer. Create game. So already so far, I have 228 hours on this map, which is absolutely insane. And I do believe, because I'm so interested in it and I'm liking it so much, that I'm going to end up smashing my time at Westbridge. I don't know that I'll pass my 536 hours of Bjornholm, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So I just started this on, I just saved it. So we'll go ahead and get that started. I've only been in there for a split second. Just takes a minute to get this loaded up. But this is why I say, and this is, okay, I'm not trying to judge people or take shots at anybody, but this is why I say anybody that's played this game or played any part of this game beforehand, no, I do not want that on 5. I want that on norm. Alright, plant growth is on fast. Plant withering is off. That's always the norm for me, okay? I like to play it the way I like to play it. So, it's on normal. Alright, and we will go ahead and set this guy and let him do his thing. I need this thing off. It's going to drive me nuts. Thank you. Oh, okay. Now, whoops, I need to turn this down. Whoops. I normally put my game on 30%. There we go. It just gets too loud. So the first thing, no traffic. That's right, Redneck. No traffic. Multiplayer, no traffic. I hate that. So the first thing I do is I take my sower and my cultivator and I sell them. Okay? And both Westbridge and Bjornholm, this is what I did with this. Because you want the Vaterstat. Absolutely want the Vaterstat, without question. You don't want to have to do two things. And the Vaterstat sower can do both at once. It's a must-have. Alright? So we're going to go down here. The longest part is going to be delivering your stuff that you have in your silos to the places, you know, and getting the money for that. But it's that's about it, man. But there's no reason normal is very, I mean, it sets you up so well. Alright, so we did that. And this is going to wind up being my fertilizer tractor, okay? I love having a fertilizer tractor. I hate having to go back after sowing and go grab the fertilizer and bring it up. No. I just want to keep it rocking, man. And there's no reason to get rid of this tractor. It's a good little tractor. So I just hold on to it. And it serves a purpose. So we'll bring this bad boy back and we will take the old tractor and the, I guess that's the cultivator, And we'll go get rid of both of those. Basically what you're doing is you're getting the Vaterstat. You want to you want a bigger trailer. You want a better tractor than this one, because this one is $460 a day maintenance fees. It's a beautiful tractor. I love it. It's so old looking. It's cool. I'll end up buying it back, you know, on my other map later. You know, it's just a neat tractor. But when you're starting out, that's just a lot of money to be paying out in maintenance fees for one vehicle. I could see doing it for two, but one is just too expensive. You know, it's cool, man. It's a cool tractor. All the windows in that thing, that's just crazy. So we'll sell this bad boy, sell the cultivator. And we will buy us the Ursus tractor. After we go up, and we're going to borrow our... This is the only long trip that you have to make, really. Is you've got to go borrow the $100,000. Okay? And in normal, you can borrow 100 grand. I don't know anything about easy. Just know that it's going to be a lot easier than this. I have no idea. Easy should be very self-explanatory for people to figure out. Alright, so we're going to get rid of both of those. That's a cool looking tractor. I can't wait to have the money to get that back again. Love the old style looking tractors. Those lights. Alright, get rid of that. And always take it back to the shop, guys. Okay? You get 20% more for taking it back to the shop. Alright, it's just how it is. Okay, so now we're going to go, and we're going to go get our 100 grand. And you've got to go where the dollar bill sign is, up by the number, between number 1 and number 2. That is really the closest. Is that the only one? Oh, it is the only one. I never even realized that. Huh, that is the only ATM you got. Is up there by that dollar bill sign. So that's it, and that's where you go borrow your 100 grand. Well, Easy's 200. Wow, that's crazy, beef. That's crazy. I mean, for people just starting, never played the game before, very nervous about everything, and you know, whatever. I guess I could see it, but normal. I've done Westbridge and Bjornholm on normal, but after doing hard on this one, I really realized how easy it actually is on normal. So now we haven't even done anything, right? Haven't done a thing, and except for selling those stuff. So you got $47,000. We get down here, and then we're gonna have $147,000. And then we'll buy the Urus tractor, and we'll start selling all of our stuff that's in our silos really quick. And then after we do that, we're pretty much set. You've got a few more things to get, and then you're ready to go. It's a done deal. Go down here, get your money. Easy's used to test stuff. There you go. That's a good statement. What in the world? Pink shoes and a black dress. Oh, okay, I see. All right, I got you. All right, so borrow, and we're good. There you go. Maximum of 200,000, but you already had 52 for the equipment that you already had, I guess, or something. I don't know. Anyways. Alright, now we're rocking, man. So we're gonna go take this back to the farm. I know on hard you only get $60,000. And you also don't get anything in your silos at all. So it's definitely a grind starting on hard, without question. It's not a bad little tractor, man. It does good. They just added these. These are the ones they added. Zetter. They got really good mirrors on them. I mean, to be honest with you, they're right there where they need to be. Like, some of them are just bad. They're really bad mirrors. Those are pretty good. Hello, Sam. How you doing, man? How's it going, buddy? Alright. So now we'll park this down here. And I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay. So now, basically with the tractors, okay, when they give you this tractor right here, you have to look at it, right? And I said this before. Maintenance on that thing is insane. $450 a day, which is redonkulous, okay? You want something decent, all right? Now that's the old one that came in the first maps, all right? And the best one to start out with right here is the Ursus. It's 148 horsepower, and it's only $260 a day. You know, and it's only $82,000. I mean, it's right in the middle of the road where you want to be. You know, these are the littler tractors. And then you get into the, you know, you're just going up in price, 142,000, and that's only got 190 horsepower. And, you know, this is the best one right here for the money. So you grab the Ursus. And whoops. And what you do is, all right, so now you don't, so instead of, all the time that I played this game, I just figured this out today. Like, I just realized, reset the vehicle so you don't have to go pick it up, right? So you don't have to go drive it from the shop. You've bought it. It's sitting there. Just reset it to your farm. And bam, there it is. Now you don't have to drive it to your farm. So, anyways. Alright, so now we're going to start taking stuff and selling it. Alright? Okay. Most of the stuff is going to go to the bakery. Your wheat, you're going to wait on. Because you're going to... Let's see, is that guy done? No, he's still going. Because that's wheat out there, so you don't want to take it yet. So we'll take the barley. And that's pretty much what you have in your... Oh, I'm doing excellent, Sam. Thank you for asking, buddy. Sorry about that. That's what they start you out with. 8,000 of everything, right? Except for silage. And look at the prices. I mean, they're awesome, right? Those are killer prices. So we're taking everything to the bakery. Okay. And this really isn't going to take that long, guys, so just bear with me. Just trying to help some people out that are starting out and you know, would want to know how to get started, and just give them a little bit, 20, 30 minutes maybe probably 30. Just what I So you want to go sell everything. All right. And it's a good thing I just always look at the clock. You know, you want to sell it within an hour because the price is going to change. So when we get up here, we should be all right before the hour changes. I mean, we're not going to get we're not doing another thing, like, you know, another load. But if it was wheat and we had to, you know, make 2 trips or whatever, you wouldn't want to sell the first one now because the next price would be cut down. So we'll go ahead and do this. I think we got enough time before it changes again. It just changed. So you're good on that. So there's $6 grand. All right. And now we're pretty much set for everything else. We really don't have to worry about the time. This isn't going to take that long. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to end up getting rid of this trailer and getting a bigger trailer. And then we're going to get a loading wagon and a fertilizer spreader. The new one that came with the game, that came with the DLC, is basically what you want to do. There's one more step to that you could do. It's just you'll have to wait for the harvest. All right. The way that I'm going to do this now, I'm not going to buy the front mower. I'm going to wait. I would wait until after the first harvest. Now, I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to get you to that point and then let you know what I would do. So, all right, that was barley. Now we can do the, whoops. Oh my goodness, hit the right button, bud. All right, we'll do the canola. Sure, Sam, go ahead. I mean, I might not necessarily agree with you, but I'm just kidding, man. Go ahead. West Virginia Hill Jacks, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. This, and then we got corn, and then we'll get the we'll get that wheat off of the harvester, and do it. And then we have 2 more fruits to do: potatoes and sugar beets. And I'll show you where I would take those and get rid of them. There's 3 different places you can take them. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I gotta read this. Hold on a second, guys. Bjorn home. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. Well, maybe I should have been more specific. This is the way that I would do it if I was doing it more towards that. All those things are in the game, and I agree with you as far as that goes. They're a part of the game and whatnot. But to me, those are things that I would do after I would do the farming. You know, wow, is there still canola left in there? How much canola did they have? Did I stop that on accident? Wow, I must have stopped that on accident, like a nubhead. Can't believe I did that. So this is basically the farming end of it. Yeah, I got you. West Virginia Hill Jacks, thank you for that follow, man. I do appreciate that very much. Thank you. I'm glad you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you, buddy. You know, this is the farming end of it. That's all. Trees I deal with later. You know, the big axe is $400,000. There's a new one in the game that's $200,000. You know, so I don't know if I'd necessarily even worry about the big axe until later. I mean, it's not really needed, especially with the new chaff machine that's in the game to get the your silage. So, you know, it's but this is how I would do it. You know, for right now, this is how I would do it. So, you know, my silage, I didn't start out with a silage machine. I can tell you that right now on hard. Oh my God, it took me so long to get that thing. So long. I don't know how many times I had to mow and mow and mow and mow and mow. It was crazy. Yeah, we'll leave that to the news, Sam. We're not gonna get into that right now. There's too much speculation, man. You just, you know, put out your prayers for him. What's going on, Taz? What's up, man? Been a while, huh? Oh, thanks, Beef. I appreciate that, man. So, yeah, it's awful, man. It's an awful situation. So yeah, I'll just keep those people in your prayers, man. But let's see here. Do the corn. How you been, buddy? Prayers are needed. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, how you been, Taz? Yeah, it's kindly rough, man, you know. It's kindly rough. So, alright, we're gonna do, what do we gotta do next? I think we gotta do the wheat for this guy next. And get it sold, and then we can do the sugar beets and potatoes. And then we'll buy the rest of our equipment, and I'll show you. That's the basics for getting started with the farming end of it. Sam. Doing PC, working Pleasant Valley. Cool, man. Yeah, West Virginia. Yeah, Sam, we'll let it go, man. All right. Pretty much Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and starting at 8 p.m. I got started late today because I blame Death Metal Racer. It's his fault that I got started late. It's all his fault, man. I'm laying it on him. We were talking in a party, and it just, yeah, you know, the guy, once he gets talking, you know, it's just, it's over with, man. And oh no, I lost track of time doing I was sitting there doing my working on my high demand, and just completely lost track of time. Looked up and it was 20 after 8. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get on my stream. What am I doing? So yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays when I start. And you know, normally during the weeks I won't do over a 3-hour stream. But it just depends, man. It really depends. So I just say starting at 8 and finishing, I don't know when. Always your fault. No, man, I'm just picking on you. Just messing with you. Giving him a hard time. So we'll get this going right here. And once he finishes this up, we'll go get the loading wagon. I mean, really starting out on normal is just, you know, you're set up. You're really set up. And especially on this map, because of the grass fields out there where you're gonna mow are, you know, they're free. You don't have to pay for them. By 18, that are around 18, right next to the biogas plant to start your silage, is just awesome. I mean, you know, you don't even have to pay for the land, for the fields. They're pretty much right there. So we'll get this, do this, and then it should be one more load, and we should be good to go. Yeah, it's not on the 360. Yeah, the map. It's all good there. West Virginia, it's all good. I'll call you West Virginia if that's all right. Yeah, I guess they just, you know, they're just gonna start phasing stuff out on the 360. So yeah, they're not wanting to do two different Xbox consoles, so they're just keeping, you know, you can get the vehicles on the 360, but you can't get the map. It kind of stinks. Yeah, you're all good, man. You're all good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so we're still good on time. You know, I always pay attention to that hour, man. I'm gonna be, whenever I'm gonna be making a few deliveries or something, I'm always looking at that clock. Because I've burned myself before. You know, not paying attention and delivering something at 5 minutes to the top of the hour. And, yeah. And then the next hour, the price drops $100 a ton. Which really stinks. So we should have one more trailer load of this, and then, oh, I forgot. Then we'll do the sugar beets and the potatoes. cool. But this is pretty much how I would start out my map on normal and work my way into... are you not done yet? Oh my goodness. And work my way into doing silage and then expanding my fields. But the main thing that I would do... Well, I'll get into that a little bit later once we get all this equipment, and then I'll show you what helped me a lot as far as alright, so we're good with wheat. This will be the last of the wheat, and then he's got we're all good. Now we do the potatoes. The wood chips are gonna have to sit on the ground. Okay, and your wood chips are right here because we don't have a front loader. Alright. They're sitting right there. That little pile is the 8,000, whatever it is, 500. Whatever it said it was. So you can't really mess with those because we don't have a front loader. So I just want to show you that you can get pretty much set up without even planting anything yet. Without even planting one field. Oh, you didn't know it was a new map, Taz? Yeah. It came out, when did it come out, Death? You said 2 weeks ago, right? God, I can't remember now. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I don't remember the exact day, man. Hold on. It's coming back to me. Was it... No, was it the 10th of last month? Ah, I can't remember. I can't remember. It wasn't a month ago, was it? No, it wasn't a month ago. Can't remember the exact day, man. October 29th? Yeah, there you go. October 29th. That's right. That's right. The 29th. That's right. You're right. You're right. Redneck. Yep. You're gonna stop before you do that, aren't you? I knew it. Whoops, get up there. Hey, demon shot. No, man, I'm just showing. I normally don't play with anybody, man. Appreciate the offer, though, dude. Welcome to the stream. I'm just showing how I would start out on normal right now. But thanks for the offer, man. Thank you. Alright, this will be it for wheat. We'll take this bad boy and dump it. Yeah, Taz, absolutely, man. Yeah, I like the graphics. You know, I watch people on the computer play Pleasant Valley, and I'm telling you, man, I love all the stuff you can do on there, on the computer, but, man, it just looks, I don't know how to describe, what's the proper word? But it doesn't look like this. It doesn't, you know, I don't know. It's weird, man. It's just different. And I understand it's a modded map. I get that, but I don't know. Just something about it. Alright. So we go down here and we're going to get our sugar beets and our potatoes. And, then we'll get our loading wagon and we'll do the live straw. And before I even plant the first thing, I'm going to show you how set up you are and what exactly I would do in the process that I would do it. Just real quick overview, and then we'll be done with this. And I'll delete this game save because in probably 5 days of playing, if I played it on normal, I would have this whole map. I would have all of my equipment, and I would be probably logging, and yeah. I mean, it's whoa, I gotta go over here to get the potatoes, or whatever the first one is right here. I mean, all of this extra product that you get on normal is just awesome to get you started. Oops, sorry. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take it down to the, you can go to the freight yard or the transport company. I just prefer to go to the freight yard. You can take your stuff to the, sugar beets and potatoes. Is that the only transport company? No, the vegetable don't do that. Don't take it to the vegetable warehouse, because there's a train that's at the transport company or the freight yard, and you want to send that train. You don't want to lose any money. So you get the money for the product, and then you get the money when you send the train. Oh, those are updates, man. Those are updates. It's breaking a rule. That's funny, West Virginia. I like it when Nightbot and Wisebot have it out. Nightbot times out Wisebot. That cracks me up, man. That really makes me laugh. Let's see, where am I going here? Straight across, that's right. So this area right here is really compact. I mean, there's a lot going on in here. Biomass, where you can dump your wood chips if you want to, the freight yard, the mill. I mean, there's a lot going on right here. This is the freight yard right here on the left. I just love this map. It's so cool. They really did a great job with it. All the old looking stuff. Early Eastern. So go ahead and dump this. And then get out and send the train, man. And it will take that train a little while, okay? I'm gonna tell you. But you will get your money eventually. It'll pop up. I think I can make it all the way back to the farm, I think, and almost start loading before I get the money. So Don't expect it really quickly. But you will get it. Oh, hey there. Ethan, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he answered you. Xbox One. How you doing tonight, buddy? Yeah. He's done it before, man. Nightbot's done it before. I don't know how they work things out, but Nightbot's the mod and Wisebot is not. So, yeah. It's pretty hilarious. Oh, what do you mean it don't look like much logging? What are you kidding me? Are you talking the fir trees? Is that what you're talking about? Dude, just alone there's a whole huge hill right there. See it? The dark area? All up on top of that hill. I think that one over there also, just alone. Oh, I see where you're talking about. But they planted them in around also. A lot of other fir trees. You know, in certain areas. They're not just in the dark areas either. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It's enough, dude. It's enough. You know? It's enough. And you got this little place where they work on stuff. Let's see if I can drive through here. There's the money right there. $3,700. It finally went through. There it goes. Alright, so let's see if we can get through here without falling in this hole. So I guess it's like a little workshop, you know, a little change your oil place or something. Uh-oh. I felt that. Let's get out of here. Alright. Where are we at? I think we got this one to go. Yep. And you can drive through here, guys. For those of you that don't know it, like, it's not like Bjornholm or Westbridge. Even with the piles in there, you don't have to worry about backing up. Just drive straight over the pile and dump your stuff. You know, all three of them. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, Ethan, I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you for asking, bud. Appreciate that. Alright, so this will be the last one that we have to sell. And then we're pretty much done with this. Well, I'm going to do the loading wagon part. And then I'm just going to show you how set up you are on normal. And just keep it in mind that we have not planted one thing yet. We've only harvested the field that was provided to us that had already grown. So yeah, Nightbot's in a lot of streams. It's you know, the streamers, they just get used to different ones. There's a few of them out there. There's Moobot, Nightbot, Wisebot. The other one. There's a few others. They just did a great job on this place, man. I like that they added the trains in several different places, you know, transport place and the freight yard and, you know, the lumber mill and the sawmill. They separated, you know, where you push them in the water at the sawmill and you deliver the logs and then send the train at the lumber yard. You know, I mean, they just didn't like copy and paste this when they made this map. Look how, is that guy not back yet? Are you serious? He's not back yet. No. Oh, there he is. He just got back. Whoa, that was tight, dude. Perfect timing. Holy cow. He just got back. It's a long ways, bro. Go make that trip again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thought I could go around that way, but I can't. I don't know, man, because I always had Nightbot in there. And I've got all my timers and stuff set with him. I don't know. I just liked Wisebot because he always, from the beginning, would put in chat who had followed. And I'm sure that Nightbot would do it, but I didn't have to set Wisebot. He just did it automatically. Like, it was just cool. So that's why I left him in there. Moobot, that's right. Moobot. Or Mobot, but people call him Moobot. Alright. So now you see, okay, we got a new tractor. And we haven't picked up the live straw yet, and we have 107,000 in the bank. So we're gonna go ahead and set this trailer down, buy our loading wagon, buy our Vaterstat cultivator and sower. And then the very last thing that we're going to get is our fertilizer. Alright, so we want our loading wagon, this one right here. And just for whatever sake, we'll just get it now. Not that we're going to do anything with it, but just so you see that it's here. Okay, and like I said, always just go in here, and instead of having to go get it, reset the tool to the farm, and it will be right there for you, right? Alright. Bam. Delivered. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. It only took me 1,100 hours to figure that out. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, you think about this, man. I mean, you know, that's why I say normal is, if you've done it before, challenge yourself and put it on hard. Because normal is really easy, in my opinion. You know, it really, realism is key. What's up, MHO? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Blackbird 1911. How you doing, man? Hello. Welcome. So, you know, man, it's just, I don't know. And this one here with the cows right next to your farm, you don't really have to travel. You know, it's pretty nice. And the fields to mow without having to purchase them that are over there by field 18, right in the middle left. You know, all those fields that are around there are, you know, not only all the other grass lanes and stuff that you see around here, but there's some pretty big fields over there. They're right near the biogas center, biogas plant, that are just awesome. Did I miss a row? Did I miss that whole thing? Why did it look like? Yep, I did too. Alright. Yeah, all I'm gonna say about that Blackbird, and we're not really talking about it in here, is just pray for those people. Is all I'm gonna say, man. So we really don't want to discuss it. Not trying to be rude, man, or give you a hard time. Just saying. But I do agree with you. So I would make, on hard, I would make like $800 a trailer load of live straw. And and that's the other, I mean, your live straw place has always been really close to your farm too, so. But yeah, and we haven't planted one thing yet. Not one. And you don't have to back into these, man. Just pull alongside of them. Either end of the building, you can empty out your live straw. Alright, so let's see here. And I just wanted to take time out to, do this because I kept getting, people asking me about what I would do with this and how would I do that, and, how would I start out with this tractor and what do you recommend for this, and I just thought I would do this so that I could get the ball rolling, on exactly what I would do. And most people play it on normal, and so I figured I would show this because it's just, it's very easy. Well, MHO, I'm just showing on normal what I would do. Just really quick. I wasn't gonna, well, I say really quick, but it doesn't matter to me to put in an hour in a game. So that's what I consider really quick. It's gone in a heartbeat, man. It's gone. But yeah, then I'm gonna go back to my map. I have a high demand that I have to take care of wood chips. So I'm right towards the end of that, and I want to get that handled. But I just want to get this picked up really quick and just basically get the last piece of equipment and just show how much money that you do have, and that there's no problems in knocking this thing out of the park in normal. I mean, it's absolutely doable for anybody. But I would definitely do, and I'll go ahead and say this now because I only got a few more trips with this thing. Maybe one more sale. Sell 2 more trailer loads and we'll be done. But I would rotate. That's how I did it on hard, and I would do it on this also. I would rotate the canola, the wheat, and the barley in the harvest. Now this was one harvest of wheat, but you've already sold a decent amount of it. So basically what I would do is I wouldn't do another harvest of wheat. I would do 2 harvests of barley. And what I mean by a harvest is all of your fields. So we only have 2 fields, 19 and 14. I would harvest each field twice, and then I would sell the barley. And then I would go do canola, and I would do each field twice of canola, and then I would sell it. And then I would get to the wheat, and by the time you got to the wheat, that wheat price would come back up again where it was, and then you'd be set. Do 2 of those, and then go back to the barley again. And obviously, always picking up the live straw in between your harvest, and you're going to do one more thing in between your harvest. And it's totally up to you how you want to do it and how early you want to start doing it. And that all depends on if you want to wait 12 hours for the field to grow or not. And that is mowing in between. So I'll talk just a little bit about that after I get this last bit picked up. And then we will go back to my other map. You don't approve of this? Waldo Chris 23, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for that follow, sir. I do appreciate that. Listen, Captain America, this is the farming way, my friend. Unnormal. I'm not talking about doing solar panels or windmills. I'm not talking about saving up your money and pushing trees into the water. This is the farming way, okay? Everybody knows the other little, you know, shortcutty stuff that you can do. You know, this is if you want to actually farm and then do that stuff later. So, he doesn't approve, I know, right? But welcome to the stream anyway there, Captain. Hey, Zaid Moss and Shouting Degree, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for those follows, guys. I do appreciate that very much. Very happy you like the stream enough to follow it. Actually, you think I'm right. I hear you. Well, I appreciate that. So we'll get this picked up, and the only thing that you're missing right now, and you can get it at any point in time, is your fertilizer. And the game now has provided you with one that only costs $4,500. Spreader, so whatever you want to call it. It's the littlest one in the game. You know, it has a 12-meter swath. It's perfectly fine for doing this stuff. You can buy the bigger one later if you wish to. It costs $14,500 if you must have it early on. You know, this is just how I would do it, just to get started. Now, we haven't done a thing. We haven't planted one thing. Not one. You know, and we already have a new tractor, a loading wagon, and a sower cultivator. You know, and hello there, bud. What's up? But we're not done yet. Just putting the money mod and run with it. I hear you, Taz. It's no fun, man. It's no fun. No fun. Whoops, sorry. The camera keeps doing that. Get too close to it and it sucks you right in. So we're at 37,000. Now you have an option here, okay? Basically, you can, if you want to do a few more harvest, okay? Alright, and you got to get your little sower. Alright, so let's do that first so you know that, okay, boom, here it is. This is all you need. Bam, bam, done. Okay, we'll get it to the farm. Reset tool, Boom, here it is. There it is, right there. Okay, and this is basically what I do with that. This bad boy right here, this is his job and his job only. This is all I worry about with him. He is my fertilizer guy, and while I am sowing one field, he is fertilizing the other one. And that's that. So basically right now, even though that's a smaller trailer, right now you are set up with a newer tractor that's, you know, only $220 a day, $260 a day, whatever. 20 more horsepower on the Ursus. You have a cultivator sower all in one. You have a loading wagon to pick up your live straw from your barley and your wheat. Okay? Now, you still have $32,000. These are the options. At some point, you want to get this front mower. You can get it right now. All right? And basically what I would do with that is I would go ahead and get it right now. And you still have $19,000 left, right? Okay? What I would do is in between in your other trailer, okay, this is where it gets really narrow. All right? If you must have the bigger trailer right now, all right, the thing that you need to do is you need to wait. You need to go sell that trailer down there at the shop. And then you need to wait for the harvest after, because you're going to plant it right now. And I would plant barley. Boom, boom. Put it in the silo and sell the live straw. And that will keep your head above water. If you must have that, because you're going to be really tight on money. All right, but you're going to have to wait for that to you're going to have to wait for that harvest. If you don't want to wait for that harvest and you want to speed it up, you're set up right now. You know, that little trailer's just fine. It holds 15,000. All right, you're just fine. If that's what you want to do, then basically what I would do is I would sow and fertilize these fields, and then I would take and get my Ursus, put the mower on the front. I'm not looking at chat yet, guys, so just bear with me. I would put the mower on the front and the loading wagon on the back and go over to field 18. Now, I'm not advancing any time yet. Everything is planted. And I would go over to field 18 and I would mow all around field 18. And I would be taking what I had and putting it at the silage, at the biogas plant. Okay? And it will go right in this wagon. All right? Now, every time, like I said, I would do 2 harvests. Remember that. So after I get done with the barley, the first barley harvest, I would go back and replant it again. I'm not selling anything. The only thing I'm selling is the live straw. That's it. Put both harvests. So you're planting 2 fields. Harvest is the 2 fields that you have. You do 2 harvests and then you sell the barley. And then by the time you sell all of that live straw and you sell the barley, you're gonna have a decision to make, and this is where we're gonna end this part of the thing. You're gonna have a decision to make, okay? And the decision is, all right, this is all fine and dandy. This setup is okay, but ideally, what you want is you want to either have the 3 mowers, which in that case you have to save up for a bigger tractor, okay? Because this Ursus is not gonna cut it. I can promise you that it will not cut it. So if you want to do the 3 mowers, okay, that's 190 horse, that's 90 horse. You're going to have to wait until you get enough money to get, I would probably say a minimum of the Dutes Far. All right, this is my baby right here. This is the one that I used when I first got started. I saved up and got that when I wanted to use the triple mower setup. It'll triple mow setup anywhere you want to do it, up a hill, down, it doesn't matter. But anyways, if you don't want to do that, all right, you don't want to spend the extra money on the bigger tractor, you still want to use this one. This is the way to do it. Get yourself the side mower. Very inexpensive. And then you want to, by that time, you're going to have enough for the side mower. After you sell the barley and the live straw, you're going to have enough for the side mower, and you're going to need a windrower. Because trust me, after you mow all that stuff, it's not going to be getting picked up by the loading wagon. Because the loading wagon won't fit on the back of the tractor with the side mower on it. It just won't, it won't, or will it? Wait a minute. I don't think it will. Hold on. But it'll miss the side mow. Wait, let me see here. Well, I'm gonna delete this save, but I just wanted to see. I don't think it'll work. I think it takes up the PTO, doesn't it? I'm almost positive. I've only used it once. Let's see. Whoops, I was looking at chat that time. Trying to. No, you can't. You can't hook that. It's already being used. So basically, you're gonna mow with this. Now, this is the trick. All right, this is the trick. You want to mow at least 2 times before you use your windrower. Okay? And you can almost get it right now, right? I mean, you got 10,000, but you know, you do a couple harvests, man, and sell that wheat. You're not even, even if you don't sell the barley, just from selling the live straw, you're going to have enough and still have money left over for your windrower. So, that's what you want to get next is your windrower. Silage is the ultimate important thing to get started on. Okay? Especially in normal. It is $10,000 a bucket scoop with this front loader right here. This scoop right here is $10,000 a bucket scoop at the biogas center. That's what you're working towards. Okay? All the farming stuff, you rotate it, you do it like that, and you expand it as you wish. But this is one of the main things that you want to do is mowing the grass and getting started on your silage. Okay, and those fields over there by 18 and around 18 are absolutely free, and they are perfect. They are perfect fields for you to mow. And basically what I used to do is I would take these over there, and then not long after doing those first 2 harvests of barley, I went and got my windrower, and I brought it over here also. And I need to lift that thing up. I'll just show you real quick. I'm just going to show you the fields real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. How big these fields are over here, and they're absolutely free. Now, you mow it. I would mow it 3 times. So this was my process, okay? Just to let you know. I would plant and fertilize. Then I would come over here, and I would mow. And then as soon as I got done mowing, I would up my time to 120, and I would go sit at my farm and wait for my harvest to come up. Then I would cultivate, replant, resow. And here I'm driving around these free fields right here, okay? The free ones. Look at how big this field is. Absolutely 100% free money right here. Okay? You have another smaller one over there. All right? And then you have, well, I don't know what you would consider, 2 or 3 that are right over here that are connected together. And it doesn't include all these little straight paths and stuff, but this is the big areas. And right there is where you're going to take your silage. Right there is where you're taking your chaff. So it's right across the street. Look at how big this area is. All these areas over here that are absolutely free for mowing. So I would mow in between, do 3 mows, and then I would come out here and windrow it all. And I'm telling you, after coming down here, I don't even think you could get down this row you might be able to do one row and maybe a quarter of another, and that wagon would be full of chaff. You don't lose any grass, and in between after you mow and you advance the time, not only does your field grow, but all the grass has grown back. And here's the other field that I used to mow too. I mean, it's all absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to plant any grass, nothing. So that's basically now on. I did it on hard, and it took me a lot longer to get this rear mower and the windrower and everything else. But there is no reason why when you're on normal. And look, we haven't planted anything, and we have almost everything that we need right now. The only thing that we're missing right at this point in time is a windrower. And we have enough time, we have enough money in the bank. It'll cost you about $2,000 to advance a planting to go from seed in the ground to full harvest. And look, there's even more places to mow down there if you want to, those aisles down through there. But just remember, everything you mow, you have to windrow. So just keep that in mind. Everything you mow, you have to windrow when you have this kind of setup or the triple mower setup. Because going around in a trailer and trying to pick up that massive amount of grass everywhere is just insanity. It's much easier to pick it up in rows. But that's pretty much the basic on how I would get started on a normal setting. And then just do the work, man. Do the work. Rotate those 3 crops, barley, canola, and wheat, and mow in between each one. And when I got the 3rd mowing, windrow it and pick it up and take it to the silage place. Yeah, and that's about it. I mean, so on normal, man, you're pretty much, here you are. I mean, you're ready to roll. Rock and roll. Absolutely. And after you get your windrower, you know, you can probably, you'll have enough. I think that trailer cost you, you get about half for that trailer. So you get, you know, 7,000 something, whatever, for that trailer. When you take it to the shop, you lose 20% if you don't. You can sell it right now. Like go here, go to your garage, and then go over there and hit sell. But you lose 20%. Like right now, I could sell it, but I lose 20%. I'll get more than 7,000. I think I got 8,000 when I sold it last time. We can check, but anyways, I don't feel like doing it. I want to get on my other map, but I know you get 20% more for taking it to the shop. I know that for a fact, and selling it. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you that, just to try to give you a little hint in how I would get started on normal and get rocking and rolling. This thing is essential. I'm telling you, this thing right here is awesome. You know, it saves you so much time doing the cultivating and the sowing all at once. And it can handle 90% of these fields and with no problem. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out and helps you get started on your way on normal. All right, so we're gonna go back and who's this here? Cousin Carl, how you doing, man? Thank you for that follow. I hope you. I'm very happy that you like the stream. Enough to follow it. Thank you for that, bud. Appreciate it, man. All right, so we don't need to save this. We're gonna back out. Whoops. We're gonna quit this. No, I'm not saving. Backing out of that. Quit game. Yes, I want to quit. All right, and I'm going to delete that game save because I don't need it. Delete that, yes. And we'll go back into the hard start. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. So hopefully that helped you guys, some of you out there, and some people that have any questions. And you know, if you want to know more about silage, I might do something about silage later. As far as like when I would take the chaff, which is basically cut up grass. I'll just keep it that simple. You can chaff corn and all the other fruit types, but just going from doing what we just did, and I showed you, taking that chaff or the cut grass and taking it to the silage plant. You can cover it at 11%. Okay, you can blanket it and let it ferment, but 11%, there's really no, there's not that much on the ground. So I normally did between 20 and 25% before I would cover it. And then when I went to shovel it on normal, I would get between $150,000 and $200,000 out of one row of silage. So, and that's good money. And that was on normal. I don't get that on this, but that was on normal. So silage is very important to get you, going and get you over that hump and, really start to get good equipment and, a bunch of fields and stuff. So, but yeah. So anyways, this is my hard map for those that don't know. Did I get it? No, I missed it. How did I miss you? Maybe you're too thin. And I have a high demand on the wood chips, and I have 4 hours as of right now. I already have a trail. What do you call it? It's kind of my mini train. I don't know. You know what, Mr. Treetop here? You're starting to irritate me. I already have it loaded and at the transport company. So whenever I decide to start dumping, it's ready. I have almost 100,000 still at my farm that I have to load up after I dump that, come back and get it. But I want to get as much of this done as I can, as much wood chips as I possibly can before I actually start dumping it or selling it. I have to put up with this night because it just worked out that way, right? Alright, Redneck, take it easy, man. Let's see. Alright, yeah, you're gonna stay. Let's see if this one finally works for me. Now, when you go in here and you hit this and you turn this bad boy on, she automatically, boom, there we go. Okay, that's good. Alright, we're gonna turn the lights on. She gonna start working. Come on, get in there. Let's see if it does. Nope. Needs some help. Nope. It doesn't. That's cool. Yeah, I decided not to pull up next to the trees no more when I wanted to do this, because it was becoming a hassle. Look at that. That's the fake top of the tree. Boom, gone. See you later. It just became a hassle. Moving that thing around and getting up next to the trees and then grabbing it with the arm and all that good jazz, man. I'd rather do it like this. I hate night. I want to advance this so bad and I can't do it. Can't stand it. I don't know how many hours I have farming at night. It's just crazy. But I'm not losing this. I don't know, I might do this last trailer and then go ahead and just dump it out. You gonna fall? Yes, you are. So I will be stump grinding these stumps. I don't, you know, I'll do 5 or 6 trees and then I'll probably go around and stump grind it. I don't like to get too crazy because then I forget where. And they will cause lag in your game if you have too many of them just hanging around. But it's alright. We'll just, that's a good tree, man. See if we can get these bad boys. Did I cross those up again? You know, I hate it when I do that, when I get them so close together. At least I didn't cross them. Alright. I do believe I'm going to have to cut these bad boys. I don't think I have enough swing room for these monsters. I just don't think I do. Take a look at this. Where's the end of that tree? There. And there. What do you think? Right here? Yeah, why not? This one is a little shorter. Am I going to be able to grab that one? I might. Wow. No, I'm not going to. I'll go here with it. I think that other one might be alright. Alright, let's grab these. I have 4 hours complete. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I have what? What do I have? 96,000. That'll put me at. Yeah, that's enough. That's good. And where did I cut that at? Alright, let's see. Let's do this right here. Let's give this a shot. See where we're at. Easy with the thing there, Bubba. Are you giving me a hard time? You're not giving me a hard time. No, you're not. Okay, good. Let's see. We want that end. Hold on there, Chuck. Oh, we grabbed it too far up. And I cut that tree, didn't I? Wow, that's a big tree, man. Or it was a big tree. It is a big tree, but it was even a bigger tree. New Holland is a beast, man. I love the New Holland. Can't see where the end of that tree is. Is it on that thing? No, barely. Are you gonna sit right there? I can't tell. Let me rotate this down. No, 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 no. It's hitting. It's hitting. Pick it up. Oh, you're gonna do that on me. Are you actually hitting the tractor? I think you are. Oh my goodness, I can't see. Oh, you're up above it. Alright, cool. Are you gonna be on the end of that ramp? You're gonna roll off of that bad boy, aren't you? I can just see it now. I might get real lucky with this, or I might not. Thought she was going. Thought she was going. Oh my goodness. These limbs, man. How do you go cow tipping? What's up, dog? How you doing, man? I've been around, man. No, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. Are you gonna go? Go for me. No! I knocked it out! Oh. Noob move, man. That was a noob move. Noob move. It's all good. It's all good. It happens. That's logging. That's wood chipping right there. It's alright. We'll do it old school. We'll do it old school, man. Maybe. Maybe we'll do it old school. Does that have a limb on the bot? No. Alright. There she goes. Oh, this big tree, man. It's got no... Come on, Chuck. Get in there. No, no, no. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't take the crane and push down on the tree, okay? Don't do that. Alright? Because it'll pop out of there, man. Just telling you. It'll jump out of there like it's on fire. Where in the world is that tree at? There it is. Alright. This is not going good. I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to try to salvage this. If we can. I should have cut it again, is what I should have done. She was really just a little bit too big to try to put in here like that. There we go. It's gonna work for me this time. Yeah, man, I've been, I took a break from streaming. Played a little bit of Farm Sim. Played a little bit of Forza 6. Oh, freak out on me, man. Oh, it's gonna come out. Don't you do it. Get in there. There we go. We're good now. Yeah, I think I'll fill this up and that'll be it. We'll go dump it, and then these other ones I won't do that big. That took too long. That took way too long. Alright, let's see here. Man, I hate this night stuff. I can't... Alright, the other half of that tree is right there. Is that where that is? I think that's it right there. Oh my, you know, I haven't missed a tree all day. Well, I think I missed one all day. And I missed 2 in 5 minutes. Ooh. Yeah, so whenever you get high demands, man, you don't have to freak out, you know? I mean, it'll fluctuate in price a little bit, but the only thing you do have to worry about, I will tell you this, and I think that's why I'm not going to wait so long. Of course, I don't have that much time anyway, but whenever you have a high demand and you're going past midnight, the game has a tendency to take it away from you. So just be aware of that. I think that if I waited for this one to go past midnight, that it would probably just disappear. So we definitely don't want to do that. I've had that happen to me 3 times in the game, to where one still had more time left and then it was gone. Really? What? What? Dude, you're in there. Let's go. I think I broke the machine, man. I've been putting so many logs in there today. Just broke it. Doesn't want to do anything now. Doesn't want to work. Don't you know what you're doing? You know what they need on these? I'm going to tell you what would solve this, really, is they need a bigger tray. Bigger, whatever you call it there. Whatever that would be called. They need a bigger one. Look at that. Get... Oh, you stinking thing. Come here. See if I can feed it in like this. You're not gonna go up for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Oh. I can't see what I'm doing, man. There we go. No? No? Get on in there, man. Yeah, but dog, listen. Hey, dude, what's up, man? Those limbs... I mean, I can. I will when I get the scorpion. I'm just not wanting to run up and down the tree. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I was just trying to cut down on all that. You're right, you're right, you're right. Whoa, let's see. We need to go right here. These are really limmy, believe it or not. I grabbed that. Good, bad, or indifferent? I don't know. And you ought to be able to put out spotlights or something, you know what I'm saying? That would be neat. Let's see how this is. Cool. Maybe 2 more like this and we should be good. You're gonna twist on me, aren't you? Of course you are. So, I mean, you just wouldn't want to go right in there the whole way and not have me mess with you. Would you? No, no, no. And you're gonna come out. Okay. It again. No, don't pick it up. Hello? Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. Why are you picking it up? Let go of it. Oh my goodness. There we go. What are we at? 74? Cool. Forestry, your favorite? West Virginia, I hear you, man. Oh, yeah, I got you, dude. It's all good, man. I'm about to just sell all this anyway. You know, got a high demand going on. I'm just trying to. I enjoy this, man. It doesn't. You know, I might sound like I get. You know, yeah, obviously, you know, get a little bit irritated with stuff, but forestry, I don't get in any hurry with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that the logs sometimes are gonna fall out. I know that things are gonna happen and yada yada yada, but it's all good, man. And I don't think I grabbed that right. I really don't think that was where I needed to get that. Nope. Nope. Oh. I might have to set this down. I might. Then again, I might get lucky. Might get lucky here. Alright. What do we got here? Level SFC level cap and Jacob 51101. Thank you for those follows, guys. I do appreciate that very much. Glad you like the stream enough to follow it. Thank you. Alright, let's see here. You gonna come off of there? No, 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 no. Don't you be rolling on me. Thank you. Thank you. Cool, man. Maybe one more half and we're good. Should be, right? Now, level cap. You ain't gonna start that, are you? I hope not. I hope not. This tree. That thing's got lights on it, too. What? Really? That's all? That it doesn't even work, man. That's crazy. The one that's on this crane. Where we at? Oh yeah, we're taking this. There's 100 right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, was the American flag, was it? Sorry there, level cap. Well, that was retarded. Oh, well, it was a bunch. It was a big one. Okay, yeah, Mr. Nightbot might not have liked that. How you doing, man? Just use the what? Arm that the side of the tree is on. So let's see what this puts us at. 32 and 96. Right? 128 plus 110. You know, 238. 238 at 800 a ton. 238,000 pounds, or they say liters, but it should be kilograms. Whoa, get back there, Chuck. Yeah, sorry there, level cap. I thought you were gonna... Wait, Nightbot was talking. It wasn't a good thing. Alright. Let's see. It's at 32. Let's go ahead and 855. That's the highest it's been so far, but I don't think I can probably do the whole thing in 32 minutes. How much do I have on the ground? 128. I can leave that last little bit, but that'll be an extra trip. 110. I'll have 18,000 on the ground after I make that trip. Is it worth going back and getting? I don't know. Can I do it? Yeah, let's do it. I was going to advance the time an hour, but 8:55 is the highest I've seen it so far. So I was going to advance it to the top of the hour and then dump it, but... So this is your transport company, right? No. Oh my god, wait a minute. What am I doing? I thought it was at the transport... Oh my god. Ah! Can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. I am such a bonehead. I thought it was a transport company. I'm so used to taking it there. Nightbot hates America. Can't believe I did that. Cannot. I mean, it's still 500 a ton. Actually, alright, I'll go back and send that. I need to send that train for what I dumped in there. Wrong place. Wrong place. But I think you get double, so actually I would probably get more money sending it to the transport, but whatever. We'll do this here. Because I think you get double when you send the train. And this is paying me 800. Taking it over here. So we'll just do this just to do it. What the hey. Whoops. Have I been over here before? I don't know if I've been over here before. Man, I can't believe I did that. Oh yeah, I did. I rode past here. That's right. I think I'm going... I might be going in the out, but that's alright. Oh yeah, that's empty. Mm-hmm. And this one has some in it. Not as much, but... I can't believe I did that. Oh well. 27,000. I only get... Well, I got 23,000 for the big trailer at transport company, but I got to send the train, so. And you can go back and do that. You know, I've played for a while and had it game save and everything. As long as I didn't exit the game, I've never exited the game. But as long as you go back there at some point and pull the lever, it will send the train and still give you your money. So, yeah. But I'm not totally positive that it gives you half. So that's the only reason why. And why am I going this way? I'm thinking I'm going back to the transport company. We gotta go through the woods. Where's that road at? Oh, it's right there. Cool Beans, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back. Why does he get to do that and Nightbot get me for it? Why does he get to do what? It didn't do it on my end. I don't know what he did. It blocked it on my end. I didn't see what he did. I don't know. I have no clue there. Level cap. No clue. Post American flag. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't have a clue. Not me. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, if you ever dump your stuff in the water, don't worry. And even if it's loaded, don't worry. Just reset it. And the loaded trailer, whatever you got to reset, will go right back to your farm. Alright. Let's get this bad boy loaded up. Get out of the way. So I don't know if some of you knew this or not, but I mean, I didn't know it at first. I'm sure it's in the little help box. But you can dump this because it has 2 bars on it, on the bucket up there. There's 2 pivot points on this. So even though it's too short, like to hit this, right? All you got to do is do that, and then it will go like that. See? So if it's too high to do this, then it allows you to do that, which is pretty cool. Any hoozle. Just thought I'd let you know. I love my lib, man. The JBC, I don't like the JBC because it comes down too slow. I hate how slow the arm comes down. The New Holland is really twitchy, even more so than the lib in third person. I use this for my silage, but if I'm going to do any logging, any big heavy tree carrying, loading like that, I use the New Holland. Love the New Holland for that stuff. Whenever I start doing my bigger forestry, and I get my Scorpion while from now, and I'm hauling the bigger logs, the 8-meter ones and whatnot, I'll end up, when I can afford a New Holland and the Scorpion, then I'll probably do it. Start hauling that stuff. But I got other things to get right now. Whoa, what's going on in chat, man? West Virginia, take it easy, dude. You need to chill, bro. Alright? That kid, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, bud. Oh, yeah. And level cap. You're right, you're right. My bad. You guys are in the same boat. Same color, right? On my chat. So, yeah, mixed in. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you and level cap need to chill. See, I love these hangers, man. Because you can just pull through even with the piles, dump. It's awesome. Unlike Bjornholm and Westbridge, where you gotta do the barn thing and back up all the time. Not here, man. Love it. I hope I make this. Did you get... Oh, that was a crappy scoop. Did you get that? That was a crappy scoop. Yikes. Back up, man. Sorry about the screen shake, guys. I could do it in first person, but it's a pain. Oh, thanks, Cool Beans. Appreciate that, man. I'm doing excellent there, that kid. Thank you for asking. It's alright, West Virginia. It's alright, dude. Whoa, hello. Yeah? Okay, so you you don't want to take anymore, but you don't have to kick the thing up in the air. So yeah, this is why, I mean, you know, wood chips and, you know, there's a process to everything. Because they don't go down in price, right? Like, I think they're, what are they? Well, they're 300 less than, like normally my silage is at 800 and the wood chips are at 560. So they're 2,000 apart, but that, you know, you can dump those forever and that price doesn't really change a whole lot. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. To be honest with you. I know I'm going to do this high demand, and then I'm not sure what I want to do yet. How long do you think you have played this game in all? No, I'm not going to get 4. Fallout 4, no. In all, probably over 1,100 hours. I'd have to add it up. I've got 220 some on this one, maybe 230 on this map, 300 and something on Westbridge, and 530 on Bjornholm. So a few, man. A few. Alright, Taz. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you stopping in, bud. Have a good night. Have fun on Pleasant Valley, bro. Hey, you know, they're thinking about bringing the mods to Xbox One, so, yeah, get ready. You might be seeing Pleasant Valley on Xbox One, so that's in the works, my friend. It's in the works. Bring the PC mods to Xbox One. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's the way to get your money's worth, right? Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know about the PS4, West Virginia. I don't know about the PS4, man. All I know is they're trying to work it out with Windows 10. They're actually testing it on Fallout right now. Um, there are some people that they're testing it with and seeing how it's working out for any mods that are done on the PC and using them on the Xbox One through Windows 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get to where we need to be. Game save. Alright, we're full. Thank you. Is that what you got? Yeah. No, not Xbox 360, dude. That thing's on the way out the door, man. I'm just telling you. You know, that's why they brought it over to the Xbox One, the games and stuff. Because they're phasing that thing out hardcore. That's why you couldn't get this map on the 360, you know. You gotta figure that 360's been out a long time. I know they had different versions, but it's been out a long time, man. Time to upgrade. I love Gaming 98 and that kid too. Thank you for those follows. I do appreciate that very much. That's cool, man. Glad you guys like the stream enough to follow. I appreciate that. No, thank you. We're almost full here, man. I might leave that last 18 there. I probably will. I'll just leave it there. Yeah, it is old, man. You know, you got the slim version that came out, but the basic 360 is, you know, it's 8 years old. I don't know. It's a while, man. It's a while. Yeah, they're just gonna stop making stuff for it because they don't want to have to do two separate. You know, they basically have to make two separate games. Yeah, but dude, you don't have this map for the 360, bro. You see what I mean? You can get the vehicles, but you can't get the map. There we go. Now we're full. Alright, we're gonna dump this. Take this back after we get back. Actually, I want to give it a bath. And then we'll take it back. We'll go deliver that first, because we have like 7 minutes. Alright. Does that road... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I need to go back the same way I just came. Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, what's going on there? El Marco, how you doing, man? Welcome back, buddy. Yeah, if they release mods for it, dude, this game is gonna explode. I mean, you know, their main goal is to cross-platform to PC, for us to be able to play with PC. That's their main goal. But the mods are just a step, you know, just a step. Let's see. Yeah, I went this way. So, I will be ecstatic if I could get the mods for this game that the PC users have. Oh my god. You know, I already have one IV in my arm, Farm Sim 15. I'll have to tap in the other arm and do it. Because that's just crazy. Oh, you're alright, El Marco. Thank you for stopping in, man. I appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you. Yeah, that's insanely huge. You're right. Windows 10, man. Might make it possible. It just might. Yeah, I hear you do. I didn't even see what that was. I was watching the trailer. Oh, that's a good question, Cool Beans. I'm not sure, man. I mean, I don't think you'd have to pay for them any more than you'd have to pay for the ones, you know, what they charge for PC. It's like the same transformation, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's the same. If they're paying for them on PC, then yeah, you probably would have to. But if they're not, no, I would assume not. Because, you know, basically, you know, the Xbox One is a PC. And all they're doing is hooking up Windows 10, you know, just like those other, just like the PC users. They have a way to download those through their Windows and whatnot. So it just provides that way to do it for us. So I would think not. Oh, you have an Xbox One, you just don't have this. I got it. Alright, let's see here. That should be it, I think. 18. I should have about 18 left. Let's check here. No, 24. Nah, I'll just save them. I'm not going to worry about that. Whoa, I missed that turn again. Yeah, we need to go back to the... We need to go back to the farm. Yeah, I don't know, West Virginia. It's still work in progress, man. Yeah, let's do that too. Good call. Thank you. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, man. It's still on the table. So either way, it's still an awesome game, you know. Like I said, the PC version with the mods and stuff, like Pleasant Plains, the added map and stuff, it just doesn't have the 3D effect, like the three-dimensional effect or the two-dimensional effect or whatever. It just doesn't look as immersive as what's on the Xbox One or the console game. You know, it just doesn't look... I don't know. Like, I watch people, you know, play it on PC, and it just... I don't know, man. You know, it just doesn't look like this. You know, the modded stuff is cool, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is cool. Very cool. But... And I would play Pleasant Plains regardless. I mean, I would. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, I hate farming at night too, man. Oh, what just happened? Must have thought you posted a link or something. Whoa. Don't hit the trailer. You know what? I gotta wash my chipper, man. But I gotta get this back over to the... You know what? Let's do that. I just looked down at that. Let's get some old petrol in this thing. Alright, good. Yeah, don't hit that. But I did notice one thing. Let's see if it says it in here. No, it went up. Okay. Never mind. I was looking at my vehicle running cost. Alright, let's get inside of this thing. Whoa, that was close. 5:30. I like 5:30, man. I like 5:30. All right, West Virginia, give me one too, will you? Yeah, I hate night. I only had that on there because of the high demand. I just forgot to turn it off. I advance night and I don't wait on stuff to grow, man. I want it done. So it's there when I need it. But I have a ton. I'm going to take a few little scoops of silage, guys. Well, yeah, why not? I'll try to do it in first person. I don't know which is worse, first or third in these stupid things. I gotta get some more silage. I guess I'm gonna do, this one's at 100%. Well, it was, I mean, but yeah. Let me see something here. Barley's came back up. Canola, no. I'm stockpiling corn and potatoes. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna start on a barley sugar beet. I don't know if I won't finish it, but I'm gonna start on a barley sugar beet harvest. But I want to. The bridge is great. Yeah, right? Isn't it? Crunchy Cheetos. Crunchy Cheetos. Right? But isn't that GMO food, man? Isn't that like fake? I thought Cheetos was like fake, dude. I don't know. Genetically modified. I don't know. I pay attention to that stuff now, right? I mean, I'm not crazy health nut, but dude, if I know that it's a genetically modified freaking thing, I try to stay away from it. But those are good, man. They are good. I will give you that. They will, yeah. I could sit down and eat a bag of them in a heartbeat, man, without question. Oh, Marco. Yeah, Cheez-Its are good. Crunchy! Root beer and some Cheez-Its. There you go, man. There you go, West Virginia. You got a bag sitting in the kitchen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Death Metal. How much longer are you gonna be up there? Death Metal. Do I eat corn? No. I try not to. No. And if I get it, I try to get it from a local farmer that doesn't use Monsanto crap. I can't stand that company, dude. But anyways. A little longer yet. And then I advance this too. We'll do it until I advance this, and then I'll start my harvest of the other two. But I always advance that, you know. It gets to 20,000, pop it up to 120, and advance it until it gets close to 0 and turn it off again, you know. So. But I gotta get some equipment, man. I need a couple more tractors. I need at least one more harvester. At least one more harvester. So... there we go. Alright, let me get this scoop and then I'll get this other stuff started. Have I heard of Good Luck Brian? Welcome to the farm. No. Farm eating Cheez-Its, farming at the same time, loving life. There you go. Dude, drinking some root beer? Oh man. That's what I'm talking about. Root beer. Alright, let's see. That be barley. And why are you not? What am I doing wrong here? There we go. I thought I hit that button. And that be my harvester. And where's my tractor that I normally have up here? That's what I need to get. I need to get another tractor for up here. Okay. Sorry about the round in a circle, guys. My bad. Alright. Do this and we'll get the sugar beet harvester started. And I'll think about maybe grabbing me another tractor. All the talk of snacks is making you hungry. You meant farming, huh? Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Get another one now. You know what? I need another one. I need another one. Except I think we're just gonna change it up a little bit, man. I don't know if I want to get that or not. Kind of liking the cases, man. I really am. I like my smart tracks though. Don't get me wrong. I've got 2 of those already. It's the most fun you had in the stream, right? I'm starting a new map, but I don't know what map to choose. Any suggestions? Yeah, this one. I think I'm going to go with this. I don't need that as of yet, but I think I'm going to go with this. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Alright, we need this put to the... Wait. No, I don't. I'm going to take it from where it is. Where is it? There it is. Let's go. Smart Tracks, do it. Yes. Yeah, Smart Tracks is just tight, dude. It's tight. I love them. And really, I mean, you know, unless you feel like it's slipping, honestly, guys, I rarely put whoa roadblock. All right, we don't want to cause that to go flipping out of control here. Sorry about the camera. You really don't need weights on them. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, unless that front end is getting really squirrely on you, you don't need weights on them. It's just more weight for the tractor to pull. You know. Glad to hear you're having fun in West Virginia. That's cool, man. Well, he doesn't. He's talking about Xbox One there, El Marco. Come on, man. Don't be cross-platforming on us, man. Yeah, I really don't need a weight. I know that the cases come with them, but I know people that just, they live by the weight. Like, they use them all the time. And I just don't see a point in it. They do absolutely just fine without them. Alright, now we need to let's get it started. Alright, we're gonna do, before we start that, we're gonna get this bad boy going. See, I've got one for this one, right? It's over there. I think. Do I have a tractor over there? Where's that other tractor at? See that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I got these two guys covered as far as tractors go. Alright, let's get this finished and open it up. Need to go down to the short end. Like I've always said, you look at that number 10, always start on the short end. If there's a curved angle, start on the short side. So I took down a lot of trees around here today. All the way up through here, there was a bunch. There's a bunch. Those are right on the edge of the cliffs up there. So I didn't mess with those, but... So hopefully this thing will run free and clear. But this is why I like to do something different, you know, while I'm doing this. Because, I mean, seriously, 3 meters wide. Can you imagine me and the dude doing this all day like this? 3 meters, and like all he can see is field forever. I mean, it would be cool, but it, you know, there'd be those days that it would be like, oh my god, you know. Trees can be a pain. Yes, you're right. Yep, you're right. Oh, I know El Marco. Or, yeah, I know you were talking about that. Yeah. I know, and you just naturally say what you're used to. I got you, buddy. It's all good, man. This is driving me nuts. I gotta clean this. I know I gotta get that truck over there, but this is making me loopy. Yeah, I would definitely do this map, Cool Beans, without question. I would. The gens. Yeah, do this map, without question. This map is awesome. I know it doesn't matter, but, you know, I like to walk around. How much is what? Oh, you just have to... You said, do you have the gold pack? And you said yes. Gold pack is $14.99 for the Xbox One, Cool Beans. Oh, appreciate that, Marco. Yeah, it's like, I think it's $14.99. That gets you everything. The map and the vehicles. I think it's $14.99 plus tax. I think total I paid like 16 something. I can't remember now. You're gonna make me pull in that field, aren't you? Either way I do it, it doesn't matter. And you can't get by that trailer, so I have to wait. Take a full trailer across that rickety bridge, right? Oh, I wouldn't. That was in real life? No way. No way.
I built that bridge in 1922.
19 and 22. Yeah, we'll get set up here more. I want another tractor trailer thing over there, maybe on the other side of the map. Got to get a couple more harvesters. I need a few more tractors. So I'll be set up so I don't have to drive stuff everywhere, all over the place, back and forth. But yeah. The bridge engineers got on a tank, right? Love this little machine, man. So happy they put this in the game. And this is what you want to strive for. This is why you want to mow. You know, when you're first starting. Oops, I missed that. You want to get your front loader, and if you're on normal, go for the front loader. Go for the, well, the lib is perfectly fine. Save up for that when you're starting out on normal. You know, you can mess around and get a telehandler with a bucket on it, but you know what? It's just, you're eventually going to get the front loader, so save up for it. It's another $40,000, you know? Just save up and get it. And then you can unload all that silage that you've been mowing grass with and putting in there for however long when you did your 2 harvests, and then, or you'd harvest and mow, or I'm sorry, plant and mow, plant and mow, plant and mow. And and then when you're doing 10,000 a bucket scoop, before too long you're going to be able to afford this bad boy, and your mowing days will be over. Unless you just absolutely love mowing. Don't you dump in that trailer. Thank you. So, yep. Yeah, it's definitely, this is all you need for doing chaff and silage, this right here. Just get you a big wheat farm or a big barley or both, and that's all you need. That'll give you all the silage that you need. Plenty of silage. More than you can shovel, I can promise you that. You'll be taking mega breaks from shoveling. Like, I'm done shoveling silage, man. I want to do something else. And trust me, I have tried several different times to incorporate auger wagons into that scenario to transport the silage to those grinders. And the bad part about the auger wagon is it will not accept, they've already thought of that, it will not accept a bucket. You have to have a hose or a funnel or whatever going into the auger wagon, because I tried to auger it, set it up to where it was in the front of the silage thing, and put a couple auger wagons back to back. They work if you hook a tractor to them. It'll drop from one to the next to the next. But the problem is that you can't scoop anything into an auger wagon. It will not do it. So, yeah, trust me. I've shoveled enough silage that I've tried to find some easy ways to get that stuff from the aisle into those grinders without having to scoop it all the time. Yeah, I know I missed some. It's all good. I thought it was going to work until... because I was like, well, I think you got to be in the tractor to get the auger wagon to work. So I set up 2 auger wagons and then put a trailer on the other side of the second auger wagon. And I had a tractor hooked up to the second auger wagon, and I pulled up the first one with the stuff in it, and it just went bloop, bloop, like right into the auger wagon, from the auger wagon right into the trailer, you know, that was sitting next to it. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna work, this is gonna work. Well, no, it's not gonna work. It doesn't work. Silage on the ground, the only way to pick it up is with a front loader, or, you know, a bucket. That's it. So, yep, that's it. There's no easy way to get silage into those grinders more efficient than just a front loader. Oh! Surge, what's up, man? It has been a while, and I am doing excellent. Thank you for asking. How you doing, man? Yeah, they don't have conveyors, El Marco. Talking about Xbox One, my friend. They do not have conveyors. Yeah, conveyors would be awesome. And a beeper for this thing would be awesome, too. I just looked down there and saw that it was almost at 100. Wow. Oh, I gotta get my sugar beets here. Let me dump this and I gotta go get my sugar beets. I'm sure it's ready to be emptied out. Redneck is back. Welcome back, man. I would love a conveyor, man. Oh my god, I would love a conveyor. That would be awesome. I mean, I don't mind, you know, I don't mind using the front loader. It's not like I get in a party or I'll be hanging out with some dudes and just, you know, shooting the bull and, you know, nothing big and, you know, just before I know it, I've got it, I've emptied out a row. But, yeah. So, I don't mind it. It just tried to figure out something easier, but that wasn't working out. Oh. Whoops. Hey, you. There's a wall there. Yeah. Oh, conveyor would be amazing, dude. But see, that's why silage price doesn't change. That's why you get so much for silage. Is because of the effort that goes into it. Just like your trees. You know, the effort that goes into getting those trees and, you know, cutting them down, stumping them, delimiting them, bringing them to the, you know, all that stuff, man. Wow. Hello. That's why the price is the way that it is, you know. So, they made it easier, you wouldn't get as much for it. My goodness, I need to drive this thing like this. It's confusing me. So, I understand the reason why, but I don't like it. I don't like it. No, it's all good, man. I don't mind it so much. I just have my moments, you know, where I'll get in a zone and I'll be like, okay, it's time to do... Whoops, I gotta do my sugar beets. What am I doing? Okay, get to the right button. Oh, it's still going. I hear you. You know what I don't have? What am I gonna load them up in? Oh, I think I'm gonna get me another trailer for over here for these guys. Because they need one. I need one. I need one to be over here for this because I'm always doing something else when they're doing their thing. 54. I think we're gonna rock that just like I did with my last ones. Oops. Oh, let me go reset these to the... Oh, which one is this? Oh, that's the one that's actually at the shop. Okay, reset vehicle. Alright, and then I need... Oh, that one's there. Reset vehicle. And they should be at the farm now. Alright, Death Metal, take it. Whoops. I was looking at the chat. Take it easy, Death Metal. Yeah, I was gonna stop. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, dude. Have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, get two, man. Hook them together. Just because, so I don't have to dump them as often. It's, you know, just how I roll, man. It's all good. These things, they're high yield, you know, the potatoes and the sugar beets, so you can fill these trailers up quick. Get it? Yes, we are. See, I got my batter stat right there, but I might be selling it. I haven't used it in a long time. That is... Love that thing, man. Yeah, no, I don't know West Virginia. I don't know there. Sprite's Twitch, it's saying spam deleted. So I don't know what you're doing, but it doesn't like it. But welcome to the stream, man. Now, if you keep doing whatever you're doing, I'm gonna have to put you in the corner, man. I'm gonna have to put you in the corner. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hey, tire. Why is it... What is going on? Now it says message deleted. Is it deleting there? What is going on? So do what you said. What? What are you talking about? It says message deleted, Surge. I don't know what's going on. Did you try to post a link or something? I don't know. I don't know. 2? What is 2? What are you talking about? 2 what? What do you mean, do? What you mean, man? 2... What are we talking about? You mean time? Stream until 2... Two trailers. Yeah, there's 2 trailers. I did 2 trailers. I did. I bought 2 trailers. Is that what you are saying? Is that guy coming back or is he stopped? He stopped. See? 2. I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna get 2, man, but I appreciate you saying that. Are you serious? You are serious, aren't you? Because that's a crappy entrance. That was a crappy entrance. That's what that was. That was a bad setup. Oh, 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 oh. You see that, right? Oh, let's see if the camera let me. Nope, it's not gonna do it. Am I gonna touch that bar again? Oh, you stupid. Are you for real? We're talking. Thank you. I hate this. I really do. The sugar beet one is a real pain. The potato one has like that flat part that sticks out, you know. This thing gives you, what is that? You know, like 6-8 inches of room. That's it. To get the I mean, you've got to be perfectly either right there or just on the inside of that circle. You know, with the, I don't know why they did that. I really don't. But sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. Sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. What are we doing here? Going to the next field. That's what we're doing. Well, I do believe that I need to go to bed at about 2 o'clock. And I want a couple hours to do some stuff and things. And I don't need to go this way. I need to go this way. Don't know what I'm... Oh, wait. This is a... See, always look at your map. Look at that. I was going to start on the wrong end. I need to start on the short side. Yep. I wasn't even looking at it. That's the thing about this place here. There are a lot of funky fields, man. A lot. A lot. Now when you get more equipment, you gotta flip around more times. But it's cool, man. It's worth it. But anyways, like I was fixing to say, I hope you've all enjoyed this stream. I didn't change my title there showing how to get started on normal, but it's alright. You guys were here. You knew what I was talking about. I did it when I first started out. I forgot to change that title, but it's all good. And I will have this stream up on my YouTube channel first thing in the morning. Well, I'll say within 8 hours from now, 6 hours from now, it'll be up. So if you're in here and you didn't get a chance to see that, or you want to look at something, you know, check something out, it's at the beginning of the stream, pretty much at the beginning. On how I would start out on normal. So, and I always put all my streams up after I'm done on my YouTube channel, so for people that might have missed them or they want to skip around on it or whatever, you know, it's there to do it. But I do think that that's gonna be just about it for me. I do believe that's 4 hours. 3 hours. Let's see, 3 hours at 11:38. So not quite. That's right. I started at about 8:30. That's right. Okay. But anyways, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm gonna do any streaming this weekend or not. All I can say is just check Twitch. You know, if you've got me followed, check it out. I normally stream around nighttime hours, you know me, between 8 and 9, but if I'm going to stream, that's when I probably will be doing it. But I always put it up, little thing up on the game feed on Xbox One if you've got it. If you don't, I do it on Twitter. It's the only thing I have Twitter for. And, you know, when I go live, Twitch automatically sends a message to Twitter, so it's pretty much automatic. Now, I don't know how quickly you guys get it, but it's there. But otherwise, if not, if I don't do any this weekend, I will definitely be on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, but I'm not going to make any promises on this weekend at all. I don't know what's going on, how I'm going to feel, you know, if I feel like doing it or not. But I will definitely be on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, if you can, stop in and say, hey, I've thoroughly enjoyed it tonight. Let me, what's been going on? Not much, man. Just did the, you know, the wood chips, high demand. Bought a tractor over there, a Smart Track, and started harvesting some barley and sugar beets. Because I just picked this up today, earlier today. Started doing sugar beets. Got a couple trailers to just sit over here while I do these, because I'm always wanting a trailer, and I'm mostly always doing something else when I'm doing these, so either sugar beets or potatoes. So I bought a couple trailers, but that's about all you missed there, redneck. That's about it, man. But anyhow, let me just say the names in the old viewer list here. We got Virginia Hill Jacks and Mr. Surge and Luchin Zoe. Oh my goodness, did I say that right? If I didn't, please, I hope that's right. Loris Hugh. That might be right too. I'm not sure. NCBB. Oh my goodness, you guys are killing me with these tags, man. Please. Gemini 187. Full Out Redneck. Eric Harrison 11. Mr. Dew and Chris 7713. And those are the ones that I can see in the chat. Whoop whoop. I have thoroughly enjoyed this, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the follows. And if I don't see you this weekend, I'll see you Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you when we see you. Thanks again, guys. Peace.